Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to have money, even when they earn less than you do? Why is it that one person with a modest salary can build total freedom, while another who earns twice as much is always struggling to make ends meet? The answer is not found in how much you earn, but in the invisible rules you follow every single day. Imagine you are holding a bucket and trying to fill it with water from a powerful faucet. The water represents your hard-earned income, and the faucet is your career. But no matter how high you turn the pressure, the bucket remains nearly empty because it is covered in dozens of tiny, invisible holes at the bottom. This is exactly what is happening to your bank account right now. You are hemorrhaging money through specific leaks that have become so common, they are now invisible to you. My name is your guide to financial clarity, and today I am going to reveal 10 minimalist rules that will plug these holes permanently. These rules will not only protect your wallet, but they will give you back your time and your freedom. Pay close attention because some of these may make you feel uncomfortable, but that is exactly why they work. Before we dive into the specific rules, we must understand why this is happening to you in the first place. We live in an age of noise and targeted marketing where every screen you look at is trying to convince you that you are not enough. They tell you that you need the latest gadget or a faster car or a bigger house to be happy. This is known as lifestyle inflation, and it is the primary reason why high earners stay broke. You have been conditioned to trade your most valuable asset, which is your time, for objects that lose value the moment you buy them. But the minimalist knows a secret that the rest of the world has forgotten. True wealth is not about having more things, but about having fewer unnecessary needs. When you simplify your life, you stop the bleeding and you finally allow your wealth to grow. Rule number 1 is to eliminate the subscription vampires. These are the recurring charges for services you either forgot about or barely use anymore. A few dollars for a streaming service here and $15 for an app, there might seem small. But these small amounts add up to thousands of dollars of wasted capital every single year. Research shows that the average person is paying for at least 3 subscriptions they have completely forgotten about. Go through your bank statements for the past 3 months and be absolutely ruthless. If you have not used a service in the last 30 days, cancel it immediately. You are not giving up something you love. You are simply stopping a thief from reaching into your pocket every month. Rule number 2 is to implement the 72-hour rule for all purchases. Most of our financial mistakes come from impulsive decisions driven by a temporary spike in brain chemicals. You see a product and you feel a sudden urge to own it, but that excitement is a trap. Whenever you feel the urge to buy something that is not a necessity, write it down and wait for 3 full days. During these 72 hours, the initial excitement will fade and your rational mind will take over. Most of the time, you will realize that you did not actually need the item, and you will be glad you kept your money. The minimalist does not buy to feel good in the moment, but to solve a real problem or create long-term value. Rule number 3 is to understand the true cost of your transportation. This is where most people destroy their chances of becoming a millionaire. Society has convinced you that your car is a status symbol and a reflection of your success. But in reality, a new car is a rapidly depreciating asset that loses thousands of dollars the moment you drive it off the lot. If you are paying $500 a month for a car loan, you are not just losing that money today. You are losing the millions of dollars that money could have earned if it were invested in a simple index fund over 30 years. Buy a reliable used vehicle and pay for it in cash if possible. Drive it until it no longer runs and invest the difference into your future self. $1 million in your bank account feels much better than a shiny piece of metal in your driveway. Rule number 4 is to choose quality over quantity in everything you own. Anyone can fill a house with many cheap things, but a wise person chooses a few great things. High-quality items last longer, work better, and save you money in the long run because you do not have to replace them every year. Apply this rule to your wardrobe, your tools, and even your technology. It is better to own 1 pair of durable shoes that last 5 years than 5 pairs of cheap shoes that fall apart in 6 months. When you invest in quality, you reduce waste, and you create a sense of stability in your life. Rule number 5 is to master the grocery store game. The average household throws away nearly $3,000 worth of food every single year. This is essentially like taking 30% of your grocery budget and throwing it directly into the trash. Stop shopping based on what you feel like eating in the moment. Instead, look at what is on sale and build your meal plan around those items. This simple shift in strategy can save you thousands of dollars annually without sacrificing the quality of your meals. Remember that food waste is the ultimate sign of a cluttered and unplanned life. Rule number 6 is to protect your home from phantom energy waste. Your utility bills are often higher than they need to be because of invisible habits. Electronics that are plugged in but not in use still draw power, and this can account for 10% of your total electricity bill. Unplug your chargers, use power strips to turn off entire setups, and adjust your thermostat by just 2 degrees. These small changes require almost no effort, but they cut your monthly expenses significantly. A minimalist home is not just clean to the eye, but efficient in its consumption of resources. Rule number 7 is the 1 in and 2 out policy. As you begin to simplify your life, you must prevent the clutter from returning. Every time you bring a new item into your home, you must identify 2 old items to sell or donate. This forces you to evaluate every new purchase with extreme care. It ensures that your physical space remains light and focused, which in turn keeps your mind clear. Clutter in your home creates clutter in your feelings, and a cluttered mind makes poor financial choices. Rule number 8 is to limit your intake of social media noise. We live in an age of constant comparison where you are always seeing the highlights of other people's lives. This creates a fear of missing out and a subconscious desire to spend money just to keep up. Information overload is a form of mental debt that steals your focus and your confidence. Unfollow the accounts that make you feel like you need more things to be happy. Spend that time reading books or building skills that actually increase your value in the world. Money grows in the quiet moments of clarity, not in the loud noise of the internet. Rule number 9 is to pay yourself first through automation. If you wait until the end of the month to save what is left, there will never be anything left. Your expenses will always grow to match your available income unless you intervene. Set up an automatic transfer so that a portion of your paycheck goes directly into your investments the moment it arrives. Make it happen before you even have a chance to see the money in your checking account. This removes the emotional struggle of deciding whether to save or spend. When you treat your savings like a non-negotiable bill, your wealth begins to grow effortlessly. Rule number 10 is to review your life and your finances every 6 months. Minimalism is not a one-time event, but a continuous process of refinement. Every half year, sit down and look at your routines, your debts, and your goals. Ask yourself what has become excess again and what is no longer serving your vision of freedom. Cut the dead weight and refocus your energy on what truly matters. This regular audit keeps your life lean and ensures that you are always moving toward your version of success. The rules I have shared with you today are simple, but they are incredibly powerful when applied together. They are the seeds of a future where you are no longer a slave to your bills or your possessions. Wealth is not about having more, it is about being more. It is about having the freedom to wake up every morning and decide exactly how you want to spend your day. The path to that freedom starts by stopping the leaks and taking control of your current situation. I want you to take one of these rules and implement it today. Do not wait until tomorrow or until you earn more money. Start right now with what you have. If you found value in these insights, consider joining our community where we share the truth about building wealth and living a better life with less. Leave a comment below and tell me which rule you are going to start with. Remember that your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Make them count.